It's been a while, fam, but I'm back with another Butler Did It review, and this time is by special request. So shout out to my homie Sharice. She requested this one. Oh, and by the way, if you have any special requests or anything like that, if you want to request a review, feel free to comment below. Let me know. All right, let's jump right into our review of the New Edition story.
Mr. Michael Bivens, welcome to the music business.
Featuring a phenomenal cast which features Elijah Kelly, Bashir Gray, and Wood Harris, the New Edition story is a 3-night miniseries that chronicles the ups and downs of the legendary music group, from their humble beginnings in Boston to the individual solo success and everything in between. It was actually really good, a really good film, and biopics are always tough. I mean, especially when you're doing a biopic about an artist, because not only does that actor have to portray the artist and tell their story in a proper way, they also have to perform and make you believe that they were actually that person, right? And with a group like New Edition who has so many hits, and I think I forgot about a lot of the hits that New Edition had, and that's another good thing about this film. When I watched it, I was reminded of how long their career actually was, how many, groups splintered off from New Edition. You have LSG, you have BBD, right? You have Ralph Tresvant solo career, and of course the Bobby Brown solo career, right? We forget about those type of things. So the movie did a really good job of exploring each one of the artists and telling each one of their stories and really getting into the drama that each individual had. And also the performances were phenomenal. I mean, I really believe that I was watching the members of New Edition on screen. They didn't look like actors. I really fell into this thing. And it's difficult, especially for a 3-night event. Also, like the kids in this movie, it was pretty cool to see the younger version of New Edition on screen. They had a heavy job. They had to set the standard and the tone for this 3-night miniseries. They held down the first episode on their own pretty much, brought a lot of energy to the characters, got to see the beginning of their friendships, and they really did a great job acting and just having fun on screen. And again, biopics are tough, but biopics on television are really hard to do because the budget is low. It's not like doing a motion pictures. This isn't $100 million project, right? Who knows how much money they had for their budget, but they were able to pull off a lot with a lot of guys and a lot of young actors, man. Some of these actors were newcomers. Some of them you've seen before, but they really impressed. It's really interesting because I can't say that I would have thought to tell the New Edition story first. It feels like there were more artists out there that stories have not been told that we should probably put on the screen beforehand. But that's the testament of a great producer and a great storyteller, because again, you dig into the lives of these guys, this brotherhood. These guys have been around and been in a group with each other since 1978, and you see all of the drama and you see why they lasted so long, and you understand that brotherhood. Again, it's just great storytelling. And it's not even the core characters of this movie that really makes it great, right? It's the side characters as well. It's the manager Brooks. You see how he found this group in the late 70s and how he stuck with them through thick and thin, and how he was the backbone of these guys and still remains the backbone of them to this day. A father figure for these guys, right? And then there's also the mothers, right? And you see how each one of their mothers played an influential part in their lives, and also served the story in many ways as well, man. So again, everybody had every character in this film made sense. They weren't a bunch of throwaway characters. Of course, like with any biofilm, you have cameos from some artists that you remember from the 80s and the 90s, and that's pretty cool. But for the most part, every person that popped up on screen made sense to the story, had an impact on the story, and that's really impressive, again, for a television biopic. It dug deep. It didn't cut any cards. No character came out of this thing shining. They all were humanized, and that's a beautiful thing for a group that, frankly, we don't really know much about. So yeah, I recommend the New Edition story on BET. You could probably catch it on demand. Again, it is a 3-hour story on demand. They're probably going to show commercials. So again, if you have 3 hours of your time to dedicate to watch this thing, if you spread it over a couple of days, check it out. It's worth it. You're going to learn a couple of new things. You're going to party a little bit. There's a great rendition of Stand the Rain that you're going to want to hear. Trust me, these guys killed it. You want to see that. It's nostalgic. and it's informative as well, man. So check it out, the New Edition story. I give it about 3 stars out of 5, man. It's a good one. And again, I'm taking review requests. So if there's a film that I haven't reviewed yet that you want to hear about, you want to hear my opinion, and I appreciate you guys want to hear my opinion on these things, let me know, comment below. We'll get it done, we'll get it out there. And remember, follow Bread Green, share this video, like Bread Green, and like this video. Let the people know. And until next time, people, be great.